The community center party room was full of happy noise. Children were laughing loudly. People were talking at the same time. Balloons were moving gently in the air because kids kept bumping into them. The smell of sweet vanilla cake and sugary frosting filled the whole room. It was a birthday party for my nephew Jacob. He was turning 7 years old today, and he was very excited. He was running around in his little superhero shirt, pretending he had superpowers. Every few seconds he would shout something like, "I am Super Jacob," and then jump or spin around. My daughter Lily sat beside me on a chair near the wall. She was 5 years old. She looked small and quiet compared to all the loud energy in the room. Lily wore a soft purple dress that she really liked. Under her dress, a small feeding tube was carefully and safely attached. It helped her body get food because her stomach could not handle eating normally like other children. Lily has had this tube since she was 2 years old. The doctors at the children's hospital said it was very important for her health. It gave her the food and nutrients her body needed to grow strong. Even though she could not eat cake or many party foods, she still loved birthdays very much. She loved the singing, the candles, the decorations, and being around her cousins. Today, Lily looked especially happy. She clapped her hands softly every time something fun happened. She smiled at her cousins running around. She enjoyed just being part of the family moment. "Watch me, Auntie Zara," Jacob shouted suddenly. He tried a big dance move in the middle of the room. He spun around too fast and almost bumped into the table with the juice bowl. My sister Olivia quickly stepped forward and stopped the bowl from tipping over just in time. Everyone laughed because it was so close to spilling. Lily laughed too. Her laughter was soft but full of joy. She loved seeing her cousin being silly. Lily had always been like that. Even when she could not join in every activity, she loved watching and clapping and smiling. She liked feeling included. After a while, Olivia called out loudly, "Okay, everyone. It is cake time." The children cheered. Olivia pushed a big, colorful cake into the center of the room. It was decorated like a superhero city with buildings made of icing and little plastic superhero toys on top. The cake looked amazing. Lily's eyes became bright when she saw it. She leaned forward a little. She could not eat cake, but she still loved seeing it. At home, we sometimes let her smell special foods or describe them to her in fun ways, and she enjoyed that very much. My mother came walking in behind Olivia. She had a serious face like she was in charge of everything. She often acted like that during family events, like everything had to be done her way. She held the cake knife tightly, like she was the most important person in the room. When we arrived earlier, she barely looked at Lily. She gave her a quick pat on the head, like she was not very interested, and then went to talk to other people. Now she stood near the cake table and looked around at everyone. "All right, everyone gather around," she said loudly. The children quickly ran closer. Lily also stood up and moved carefully toward the group. She made sure not to bump into anyone or her tube. She just wanted to be part of the moment. We all started singing together. "Happy birthday to you." The room filled with voices. Jacob smiled very big. He looked so proud and happy. When we finished singing, he closed his eyes and made a wish. Then he blew out all 7 candles in one strong breath. Everyone clapped and cheered loudly. Olivia started cutting the cake into slices. My mother took the plates and began giving them out like she always did. She acted like she was organizing a big important event. She gave cake to Jacob first. Then she gave it to other children. Then she gave slices to adults. She kept moving around the room, handing out plates and smiling. Lily stood quietly near me. Her hands were folded in front of her. She was very patient. She knew she could not eat cake, but she still waited because sometimes we took a slice home for her so she could enjoy the smell and the feeling of being included. That was our little tradition. Lily waited and waited, but my mother kept giving cake to everyone else. She gave it to my father. She gave it to my brother Michael. She gave it to guests. She even gave it to people who were not even part of our family, but just visiting. Lily looked up softly. "Grandma," she said in a small voice. My mother finally looked at her. Her face changed. It looked cold and unhappy. Then she said something very hurtful. "Oh look," she said loudly so everyone could hear. "She's pretending to be sick again." The room did not become fully silent, but many people stopped talking for a moment. It felt uncomfortable, like something bad had happened. Lily's face looked confused and sad. "I'm not pretending, Grandma," she said softly. Her voice was very small. My mother made a fake silly voice and repeated, "Oh, I'm sick, I need attention." She laughed a little like it was a joke. But it was not a joke. It hurt. I felt my heart tighten. I wanted to speak, but Lily gently touched my arm like she was telling me to stay calm. "It's okay, Mama," she whispered. But it was not okay. Olivia laughed a little, but she looked nervous. "Mom, please, let's just enjoy the party." My mother replied quickly, "I am enjoying it. I just don't like children who act like everything is about them and refuse normal food." She picked up a slice of cake that had been cut earlier. It looked like it might have been for Lily. Then she put it back down on the tray very slowly, on purpose. No cake for attention seekers, she said loudly. Lily's eyes filled with tears. She tried very hard not to cry, but she was only 5 years old. One of the adults, Hannah, spoke gently. That sounds a bit harsh. My mother turned to her quickly. Harsh? Do you know what is harsh? A child who acts sick when she is not. I could not stay quiet anymore. She has a medical condition, I said in a calm but firm voice. She is not pretending. Doctors have explained this many times. My mother shook her head. Everything is a choice. Lily was now crying quietly. Her small shoulders shook. Jacob, the birthday boy, looked sad. He pushed his cake plate forward. She can have mine, Grandma, he said kindly. But my mother immediately pulled the plate back. No, she said sharply. She will not. This is not her birthday. Stop making everything about her. The room felt very uncomfortable. Nobody knew what to say. Even the children stopped eating their cake for a moment. That was when something inside me changed. I felt very calm suddenly, like I knew exactly what I needed to do. I stood up slowly. I picked up Lily's little jacket and her medical bag that we always carried with her supplies. What are you doing? My mother asked. Leaving, I said simply. She laughed. Of course you are. You always run away when you don't like the truth. Lily was crying quietly now. I lifted her carefully into my arms. Olivia looked worried. Zara, maybe just stay for Jacob? But I looked at her and said, you all just watched a grown woman shame a 5-year-old child with a medical condition. I will not stay for cake after that. No one answered. My father looked away and kept eating his cake like nothing was happening. My brother Michael said nothing at all. My mother crossed her arms. Fine. Leave. But don't come back later expecting anything from this family. I did not respond. I just walked out holding Lily. Outside in the parking lot, the air felt cooler and quieter. I placed Lily carefully into her car seat and buckled her in. She was still crying softly. Why doesn't Grandma like me? She asked. My heart hurt hearing that. I gently brushed her hair away from her face. This is not about you, sweetheart, I said softly. Grandma does not understand your condition. That is her problem, not yours. Lily sniffled. She said I was pretending. You are not pretending, I said firmly. You are strong and your feeding tube helps your body stay healthy. Lily slowly calmed down and leaned back in her seat. We drove home quietly. The road felt long and calm after the loud party. Halfway home, Lily fell asleep from being so tired. That night, after I put her in bed and she was sleeping peacefully, I sat alone in the dark living room. I picked up my phone. I called the manager of the community center. Hello, this is Zara, I said. I need to cancel my monthly party room reservation. The man sounded surprised. Which reservation? The one every third Saturday, I said. There was a pause. Wait, you are the one paying for that. Yes, I said. It is under my mother's name, but I have been paying for it every month. I could hear him typing. Then he said, oh wow. Yes, I see it now. That has been going on for 3 years. Yes, I said calmly. Please cancel it immediately. He hesitated. Are you sure? Yes, I said again. And then I hung up the phone. The room stayed quiet. And for the first time that day, I felt like I had done something to protect my daughter. If she calls to book the room again, she will need to use her own money to pay for it. No one else will do it for her anymore. Zara had already made up her mind. She picked up the phone and called the bank. Her hands were steady, even though this was a very big decision. When the call connected, she heard a woman's voice on the other side. The woman said she was Karen Chin from First National Bank. Karen asked how she could help. Zara took a small breath and said she needed to stop an automatic payment right away. Karen asked which payment it was, and Zara answered that it was the mortgage payment for a house at 47 Maple Street. She explained that this payment had been coming out of her account for 5 years without stopping. There was a short silence on the line, like Karen was surprised or thinking very carefully. Then Karen said gently that the house belonged to Zara's mother. Zara said she knew that very well, and she had been the one paying for it all this time. But now she wanted it to stop immediately. Karen asked if she was really sure, because stopping it could cause serious problems. Zara said she was completely sure. She said that if her mother wanted to keep the house, she would need to make her own payments from now on. Karen finally agreed, and said the change would be done by the next morning. After the call ended, Zara sat quietly in a dark room. She did not smile and she did not cry. She just felt calm, like something heavy had finally been set down. She thought about the past 5 years. She remembered how she had started helping when her mother said she could not afford the house anymore. At that time, Zara had believed it was only for a short while. But the short had turned into many years. Every month, money had left her account quietly, like it was normal. She had also been paying for other things for her family without telling them. She had done it because she thought it would keep everyone together. But now she realized she had been carrying too much on her own. She also thought about her daughter Lily, who had been hurt and treated badly by family members. Zara felt that things needed to change, even if it would make people angry. The next morning came very quickly. At 8:30, Zara's phone started ringing again and again. The first call was from Olivia, her sister. Olivia sounded upset right away. She asked Zara what she had done. Olivia said their mother had just received a message from the community center saying her party room booking was cancelled. She said the family would have to pay a lot of money if they wanted to book it again. Zara listened carefully and then said calmly that she had stopped paying for it. Olivia sounded confused and asked what she meant. Zara explained that she had been paying for that party room for 3 years. Every birthday, every family event, every celebration had been paid for by her. Olivia was shocked and did not speak for a moment. Zara continued speaking and said she used to be happy helping, but that changed after how Lily had been treated. She said she would not keep paying for things when her child was not treated kindly. Olivia said their mother would be very upset. Zara answered that their mother would now need to handle her own bookings and payments like everyone else. After that call ended, another call came from Michael, her brother. He sounded even more worried. He asked Zara what was happening and said their mother was panicking. Zara told him she had also stopped the mortgage payment. Michael was shocked and asked her if she really understood what that meant. Zara said she did. She explained that she had been paying about $2,300 every month for 5 years. Michael could not believe it and asked why she would do something like that. Zara told him the truth. She said that years ago their mother had come to her crying because she was going to lose the house. Zara had helped because she thought it was only temporary. But it had never ended. She said she could not keep doing it forever. Michael said their mother might lose her house now. Zara replied that maybe she would need help from all her children now, not just from her. Michael did not say anything else and ended the call. By midday, their mother started calling Zara over and over again. Zara saw the calls but did not answer. Instead, she listened to a voicemail. Her mother was shouting and crying, saying Zara had ruined everything and broken the family. Zara felt a little pain in her heart, but she still did not call back. She deleted the message. Later, another voicemail came. This time her mother's voice was softer and shaky. She asked Zara to please call her back and said maybe they could fix things together. Zara still stayed silent. She knew that talking would not fix the problem right away. She needed time and space. 2 days later, Olivia came to Zara's house. She looked tired and worried. She told Zara that their mother was scared because the bank said she had only 30 days before serious action would start on the house. Olivia said their mother was crying a lot and did not know what to do. Zara listened carefully and said their mother now had 30 days to find a solution. She said that was still more time than she ever had when she was struggling alone with money and also taking care of Lily's medical needs. Olivia looked down and did not answer for a moment. Then she asked Zara what she wanted from all of this. Zara said she wanted something very simple. She wanted their mother to treat Lily with kindness and respect. She said Lily was only a small child and was sick, and she did not deserve to be hurt or insulted. Olivia tried to say their mother was just old and did not understand everything. But Zara said being older did not give anyone the right to hurt a child. After that, Olivia left quietly. Days passed, and the situation became more serious for their mother. The bank kept calling, and the pressure grew. Their mother tried to reach Zara many times, but Zara had already blocked her number. One day, their mother even came to Zara's workplace. Zara did not argue with her. Security had to ask her mother to leave. Zara felt sad seeing her like that, but she still believed she had made the right choice. She had spent many years silently fixing problems that were not hers alone, and now everything had come to the surface. After 3 weeks, their mother came to Zara's home again. This time, she looked very different. She was not shouting or blaming anyone. She just looked tired and quiet. She told Zara she was sorry. Zara stayed silent and waited. Her mother said she had been wrong about Lily. She said she should not have said hurtful things to a child or made her feel unwanted. Zara asked if she really understood what she had done. Her mother's eyes filled with tears. She said she had been jealous and felt invisible in the family. She said everyone always talked about Lily's illness and attention, and she felt left out. But she also said that was not an excuse for her behavior. Zara listened carefully and said her mother could have spoken to her instead of hurting Lily. Her mother agreed and said she was truly sorry. Zara then told her that if she wanted things to be better, she would need to apologize directly to Lily. She also needed to learn about Lily's medical condition properly and understand what her granddaughter was going through. Her mother agreed and said she would do anything needed. She also said she had found a part-time job and was now starting to pay her own bills. Zara nodded and said that was good. Her mother asked if she could come back into family gatherings one day. Zara thought for a long moment and then said maybe, but only when Lily felt safe again and only when trust could be rebuilt slowly. Her mother accepted that answer and left. Inside the house, Lily came out from her room and asked if it had been Grandma. Zara said yes. Lily then asked if she was sorry. Zara said yes again. Lily thought about it for a moment with her small, serious face. She said she did not want to go to birthday parties for a while. Zara knelt down and told her that was completely okay. Lily hugged her mother's legs and then went back to playing quietly. Zara stood there for a long time, thinking about everything that had happened. She realized that love in a family is not just about money or helping. It is also about respect, care, and kindness. She understood that sometimes the strongest thing a person can do is stop doing things that hurt them or their loved ones. And in that quiet moment, she knew she had chosen something important for both herself and her daughter.
अंधेरी दीवारों में खुद को ढूंढता हूँ मैं ये जो दिन सहाने थे उन्हीं को सोचता हूँ मैं तुम्हारे बिन ये मौसम भी बड़ा बेसर्द लगता है दिल का हर एक कोना अब बहुत ही दूर भरता है अंधेरी दीवारों में खुद को ढूंढता हूँ मैं ये जो दिन सुहाने थे उन्हीं को सोचता हूँ मैं तुम्हारे बिन ये मौसम भी बड़ा सर्द लगता है दिल का हर एक कोना बहुत ही दर्द भरता है मेरे साए भी मुझसे अब जुदा होने को कहते हैं तुझे खोने की राहों में ये आंसू बहने लगते हैं कहाँ जाऊं कहाँ ढूंढूं मेरा वो साजो सामा तो मेरी हर एक तमन्ना तू मेरी रूह का मका तू लकीरों में नहीं लिखा जो तुमने ख्वाब देखा था वफा की इस कहानी में फकत एक गम ही लिखा था सितारों से भी पूछता है पता तेरा कहाँ होगा मगर खामोश है दुनिया कहाँ मेरा जहाँ होगा बस एक बार मुड़ के देख ले मेरी बेबसी की सूरत मुझे है आज भी तेरी वफा की सख्त जरूरत साए मेरे तन्हा सफर बस रह गया दर्द का असर साए मेरे तन्हा सफर बस रह गया दर्द का असर दर्द का असर